Welcome to the 2025 Disc Golf Junior World Championships Round 1. These will be all my shots for the entire tournament other than Round 3, but we'll get to there. So here we go. Hole 1 is a 660-foot par 4. You just want to throw a straight up the middle shot for the most part and just have it touch a bit fade at the end. I'm throwing my ESP Nuke here. Just trying to put it on a touch of hyzer and making sure it flips up. A little bit high there, but other than that, basically exactly what you're trying to do. So I'm just gonna have forehand upshot here with my Captain's Raptor. Just trying to make sure I put it wide over the road and have it fade back in. And basically another perfect shot. So have to make this putt for birdie. Lining it up. And airball. Taking it par on hole 1. Hole 2 is 337 feet. I'm throwing my Athena here. Straight up the gut. Can't really get a good view of the hole, but I'm throwing a slight hyzer and having it turn. And I absolutely parked it but missed the birdie. Next hole I parked it and made the birdie. This is hole 3. No, sorry, this is hole 4. My mom had to drop off my brother for a few holes. But this is where my drive landed, and cash just outside circle. Puts me at 2 under. Hole 5 is an eagle ball, par 5. There's OB on the left, and other than that, there's not much to worry about. Again, throwing that nuke. Pretty much exactly what I'm trying to do. If anything, I'd like to put it a touch higher, but leaves me with this putt for eagle, probably about 35 to 40 feet. Weird straddle putt because I had that branch in my way, but does not matter. Cash the eagle putt. Hole 6, 412 feet. Honestly, not very reachable, and I feel like I throw pretty far. Throwing a force here, getting it pretty close, but totally was laying that stepper up. This hole, 4th, 42, throwing my Luna turnover over the top, and just a terrible shot. OB by probably 50 feet, just not even close. This is my putt for par, probably about 50 feet down the hill. Lining up my stepper. Cash. Knew it right out the hand. Such a good feeling. And hole 8, 300 feet, throwing my Raptor on a hyzer. And throw this exactly what you're looking for. Just couldn't throw it any better. Parked for bird and heading into hole 9, 700 feet. You want to throw a hyzer with a fairway driver, like exactly what I'm doing here with my Onyx. Land just in front of the short pad and missed the upshot, but I threw it pretty decent. This is my putt for birdie. And off the band. Hole 10, 291 feet, super tight OB. If you don't make it on the mulch, you go to drop zone. Throwing a extreme on a spike hyzer, and that was an unlucky break. I've been hitting that tree all week in practice, putt this OB, but I've been hitting that tree all week in practice, and it's gotten through and made the island, so that's kind of unfortunate. This hole here, just throwing another Raptor hyzer. They're pretty good, probably about 15 feet away. But we all know my putting is so good, so I have to airball that. I know it doesn't look like it, but that comebacker is probably just as far. 348 feet, throwing a force on a spike hyzer. And straight into the tree. Not sure why I decided to throw that line. I was parking it in practice, but of course the tournament I hit the tree. So throwing is pretty simple zone up shot. Just put it underneath the basket. Missed the tee shot on this hole, 546 feet. You want to throw Anheuser over top. Hit a tree and ended up here. So I'm throwing a zone forehand. And kind of close to the OB, so it scared me a little bit, but ended up safe inbounds. Probably another 20-footer. And my putting is just so good. So 3 putt from 20 feet. And next hole, hole 14, throwing a Heiser Raptor, just terrible shot. It was pitched it up over the brush for par. Hole 15, throwing my Buzz SS here, 352 feet. And just didn't start it far enough left, but other than that, it was an okay shot. Pitched up for par from about 50 feet. Hole 16, throwing a Pyro on a Heiser. Threw it absolutely perfect and skipped OB. And we'll just not commentate on that. We'll just let that thing say what it says. Hole 18 here, throwing my Luna. Lands about 40 feet short. And this putts for a birdie. Lining up the step putt and airball. And of course I missed the comebacker for 3 putt, 3 putt, 3 putt all in the final holes. So yeah, round 2 will be coming out tomorrow at some point. So thank you for watching.